All right. Hey, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be looking at something a little different. We're going to be taking a look at two pop figures. I do have three, but I want to do them in like a set. And this is like a little set right here. But I have two pretty dope pop figures from WandaVision. I got Halloween Wanda and Halloween Vision, because we're starting a collection on that. I think it's pretty dope. I also have the 70s Vision from GameStop. It's also really cool too. But why do I have them? Well, because we saw WandaVision, the most amazing show you could watch. Like, it pretty much, for me, in a way, tops The Mandalorian a little bit. Maybe just like by a hair. I just really like WandaVision a lot. But anyways, besides that, I think like one of my favorite, like one of the favorite episodes. I have like pretty much all of them are my favorite episodes. Even the last season or last episode, which I knew a lot of people didn't like, but I mean, come on. Theories are not real sometimes. Get over it. But I did really like WandaVision a lot, so I got these two because these were like adorable in the show. Because I really do like their weird comic book accurate sort of kind of look, so I just had to get them. So, with that being said, we're gonna take a look at these guys and see what what's it got. These have never been opened before, by the way, so I don't know. I mean, they're basically just statues, but we could see what's kind of flaws with them and other stuff like that, but pretty much it. It's a pop figure. There's not much to talk about, but these things are cool, so I just decided to review them. So let's get into it. So here are the two figures right here. We have Halloween Wanda and Vision, like I said. Um, they did come out with um, Quicksilver in his Halloween costume, and also the two kids. I don't remember what their names were, but they did come out with those guys, so we're definitely gonna get those. But for now, we're going to take a look at just these two for right now. They are both very awesome. Pretty much have the same stuff from back to front. Got all that stuff. I would really love the 50s look. Like, that would be awesome to get. And then we need the 70s to go with the 70s Vision. I do really like the kind of art look to it. I really do like it. Pretty much standard pop stuff for each side, you know, stuff like that. But we will take a look and see what these guys look like out of box for the first time. And as we can see, ooh, that's adorable. That's just like super adorable. Okay, so here is Halloween Vision. I really do like it. I really do like it. It's adorable looking. I just think that's really cool. I really do like this figure. Um, Kind of first little starters, it is pretty nice. You know, pop figures are usually pretty nice. There is a problem with standing him because he's got such a giant head, which I'm sure Wanda's going to have the same problem too. Uh, they just don't really stand right, and there's not a stand that comes with it. I know some pop figures do come with stands, but you know, you kind of just need to lean them against something like that or something because it's not really you can't really display it too well. Another issue I have with pop figures, other than you can't really stand them up on some of them, you can't really stand up. You should just give all the pop figures stands, like if they're like this, you know. Like, I know they give like some characters, because I do have some of those characters that need stands. I have one of them. It's like the Catwoman from Gotham. I do think she really did need a stand, but Oswald Cobblepot didn't need a stand, mainly because he could stand up on his own. But I think they should have just gave it to him anyways, just because. I think they should just give all pop figures a little stand, because characters like him, I mean, he needs a stand. He can't really stay up on his own. Uh, Another issue I do have with pop figures. I hate that the Star Wars ones and the Marvel ones have a bobblehead. It's cute, but I mean, I really dislike it. I don't like the bobbleheads that much. There's like some pop figures that I have, the DC ones and like the Universal Monster ones, they don't have a bobblehead. But why do they give it to these guys? Why are they the only ones that have bobbleheads? I just don't really like that much, really. I would have just loved a little swivel and that would be awesome. But anyways, let's get into looking at the figure a little bit more into detail. The figure is very nicely painted. There is some little cat hairs on my figure. Um, there is some little problems I could see, especially with the hand here, if you could see that. You can see that it's very kind of sloppily painted when he's holding the Halloween bucket. Kind of sloppy for the fingers, but other than that, the figure does look very nice. Again, like no posability with pop figures, which is fine. It's usually the head that just moves left to right, but I don't know if you count that as posability, because you can't really pose it unless you really turn it, but that's probably not a good idea. But everything else does look very nice. I kind of do like how off-centered this is a little bit, if you can notice that. Kind of just reminds me of like a cheap Halloween costume. There is some little paint kind of mess up with the little crystal part. There is, I see right there, little paint problem there. Pop figures usually do have paint problems. Like, that's usually what some of them do have, which sucks, but they are very nicely sculpted. The painting is pretty decent. And I do think Vision is a pretty good pop figure. I just really don't like how he doesn't have a stand when he can't really stand up. And I'm pretty sure they probably tested this out, unless it's just mine, because he can't really stand on its own. But if they did test this out, then why didn't they just give him a stand? And I know Wanda's not going to be any, but she actually comes with the stand. See, why didn't they give Vision one? She actually comes with her own stand, which I guess makes more sense because she has like she stands up better than Vision, and they give her the stand. I don't know. I don't understand it, but it's cool that she does have a cool little stand, because I do like when the pop figures do have stands so they can actually stand. If I can actually get it in there. There we go. So now she's not coming off. All right, but why didn't they give it with Vision? So pretty much I just have to like do that. She's pretty much fine. But both figures do look very nice together. I do really like them. Now let's check out what she has in store. They all come with like this little thing, I guess, to protect their little hands. But she is awesome looking. I love her like design so much. The painting on the hand is not as sloppily painted as Vision, which is very odd. She does have a little painting chip, I think, right there at like the cape. If you could see that, probably not. There's not really too much. There is some little splodges here and there. I don't know. It looks great. I love it. No, like there doesn't look like there's any problems. I freaking love this hair. Like I love the sculpting for this hair. That's awesome. The face looks great. Same with Vision. His face looks awesome as well. It kind of seems like they put more thought into this Wanda than Vision, because they gave her a stand. They nicely painted the hand. And even without the stand, she could stand up. But Vision just has the little sloppy paint there. I mean, he can't really stand that well. he probably has the same amount of paint mishaps as her, maybe. I don't know. It just seems like they spent more time on her than Vision. But I'm not saying Vision is like bad. It's just like they're simple little things. They're pop figures. You can't really talk too much about the pop figures and like criticize them for their thing because they're supposed to be simple. So you can't really judge them on like their face not being that accurate or anything like that. They look great. I love them both. It just seems like they should have just gave Vision a stand and maybe painted his little hand properly, because they did it with her and gave her a stand. So why not Vision? But that doesn't mean I hate the figures. These figures are amazing. I love these guys, and I'm so glad that we're collecting them. Usually we kind of collect stuff at like the very last minute. But we ain't doing that no more, because we got other because like the Star Wars collection, I'm collecting those kind of way behind than what I should. So most of the figures I do want are kind of expensive. The Doom ones, I'm like on top. I want to make sure I'm on top of those guys because those guys are awesome. Um, but like Lego Star Wars ones, there's Lego Star Wars sets that I've wanted, but I can't get them anymore. But I want to make sure I want to get all of these guys because this show was amazing and I love the show, and it'd be so cool to have like a WandaVision like shelf in my house. I think that would be cool. But I love both figures. Like 10 out of 10 figures. Um, I do think this is probably like a 9 out of 10 for Wanda, just because of like just little things, like little paint stuff here. It's a pop figure, by the way. So, and there's also this little, it's not because I'm dropping them, but there is some little paint mishaps there. So it is pretty much a 9 out of 10. It's a perfect sculpting for the pop figure. They give it a stand as well, and even without the stand, it pretty much stands up too. It's just the paint chipping and little paint mishaps that make it a 9 out of 10. He is probably maybe an 8.5 because of the paint haps and more of a sloppier paint than hers, so that kind of pulls it down pretty much. And the lack of standing, like, that is like really hard to get them to stand, so you pretty much just have to do that. But the figures do look very nice, and I'm pretty happy that I do have them. Um, Again, the reason why I'm criticizing them so much is because they're they're pop figures. They're so simple to get wrong, to be honest. Like, for real. Um I mean, if it was like something like, I don't know, the Doom minis, if they got them wrong, they're so simple to mess up, and for the price for them, like, geez. But other than that, that's awesome. I don't have any other close by pop figures except the Doom Hunter, which is, there we go. That can be everybody's Mysterio right there. It was the Doom Hunter all along. This is definitely like a short little video. I do really love these figures. They're like amazing looking. I really do like these guys. They're just simple little problems that I have issues with, like just paint mishaps, just because of how simple that looks. There's not too much detailing into it, and it's kind of hard to get, wrong in the first place. I can kind of see little slips in paint, but I don't know, stuff like that. I have no idea, but I do really like the figures. I do think they're awesome, and I'm so glad that I have them in my collection. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to do this simple little review because I don't have a lot anymore to talk about, to be honest. I don't even have anything on the wall. I do have some stuff on the other side, which is, you can see Thor right there. I do have some other stuff, but I did review those ones already. And the little disappointment right there. Right there, because of his snapped leg, which I never was able to fix. I also have an Undertaker. I don't watch WWE much, just when the Undertaker's on. So, I mean, that was cool. I also have a Golden Freddy there. And then I have all my black series right there. You can even see that. Yeah, there's all my black series. All my black series. There's a bunch of them. And you can't really see from the distance, but there's a bunch of them. And my Star Wars shelves. I don't know why I'm just showing off everything. But that is it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I have not received my minis yet, so kind of sucks. I was trying my best to like figure out why I couldn't get like the gaming heads posable um like Slayer collectible from Doom Eternal, but I have no idea how to get to it. But I'm not that bummed. I mean, it would be awesome to have a posable mini Slayer that's pretty much like live, like accurate size, but it kind of sucks. But I am glad I do have this one though, so I'm not too bummed because I do have him, so I'm pretty happy. Um, Other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't have much to talk about. I don't have a lot of things to review, but that's fine. I think that's fine. I have those, but I don't want to open him that much. I don't really want to open him. Pretty much these were just past two reviews have just been me rambling on. I do have the Frostmare. I got him at Walmart, and I also got the plushie version too, so I have both of them. But I don't really want to open it, just because it's like one of these packagings that's like you pretty much have to tear into the box. But I don't know. Maybe I could do a little review on like figures that I can't really open. I think that would be cool. I do have a butt ton of plushies though. They're all in the closet, and there's like a lot of them in there. I have a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's ones. I got a bunch of just random ones too. But I mean, I could do reviews on figures that I can't open, but that's kind of just for like Five Nights at Freddy's wise. Um, Speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's, it'd be cool if they actually came out with Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 figures, because I just think that would be awesome. Because I'd get two Withered Bonnies, like straight up, I'd get two Withered Bonnies. Mainly because I freaking love Withered Bonnie. Withered Bonnie is probably like my favorite animatronic out of the whole Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, and he's just like amazing to me for some reason. So I'd get two of them, and I even made fan art of him, which is pretty cool. I do really like that. I'm pretty proud of that. I mean, it's someone else's like kind of look, but I'm pretty proud that I was able to kind of draw that. I am very happy about that. But it'd be awesome to actually get one. I'd have one in the box, one out of the box. I think that'd just be awesome. But enough of me rambling, because I've been rambling for like, what, 4 minutes. But that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.